Turning now to federal politics, the field of contenders for the Liberal Party leadership is narrowing, and a big name is expected to throw his hat into the ring very soon. A source has told CBC News that former Bank of Canada Governor Mark Carney could announce next week that he will run for the leadership of the party, and that dozens of MPs already back him. Meanwhile, former BC Premier Christy Clark appears poised to make a bid herself for the top job for the Liberals, but she faces questions over whether she is a true Liberal herself. CBC's Linda Ward has more.
A source close to the campaign tells us that Mark Carney will enter the race sometime late next week. That source also says that he has some 30 MPs who are backing him. Some of those MPs had initially intended to throw their support behind Finance Minister Dominic LeBlanc, but when LeBlanc said that he wasn't going to run, they shifted their support to Mark Carney. Now, Trudeau tried unsuccessfully to get Carney to join the Liberal Party ranks over the years. He was brought in to chair a task force on economic growth last September. He's got the support, he's got the ability to raise the money, and pollster Daryl Bricker says he'll likely try to bill himself as being a candidate that is outside the Trudeau government.
Well, I think it's one thing you could say is that he's a political outsider. I think the Conservatives would be claiming that he's very much a political insider and has been part of what Justin Trudeau's thinking has been all through his administration. So I think we'll have an interesting battle between the Conservatives and, if he does win the leadership of the party, between the Liberals over exactly what Mark Carney's past was.
He says it's shaping up to be a pretty serious race with some pretty strong contenders, and it's heating up before some are even out of the gate. Former BC Premier Christy Clark hasn't even formally entered the race, but she's facing some tough questions, denying that she was once a member of the Conservative Party. In 2022, Clark said that she would join the Conservative Party in order to vote for Jean Charest during the Conservative leadership race to stop Pierre Poilievre. A party spokesperson says Clark did buy a membership, but that it's no longer active. But Clark insisted in this interview with Catherine Cullen from CBC Radio's The House that she never followed through on it.
Never.
But you voted in the race, did you not?
No, I didn't. And I never got a membership, and I never got a ballot. What I did, though,
I will say, Christy Clark, we reached out to the Conservative Party, who told us, in fact, that your membership was canceled.
Oh, well, why don't they come out and show my membership or my ballot? They never sent me any of those, although I wouldn't put it past them to manufacture one of them.
And after that interview, the Conservative Party sent a screenshot that appears to show that Clark was a member of the Conservative Party from June 2022 until June 2023. Clark took to social media last night with this mea culpa, saying, "Well, I misspoke. Expletive happens, lesson learned. I've always been clear that I supported Jean Charest to stop Pierre Poilievre." She goes on to say, "I'm thinking carefully about running because he still needs to be stopped." Well, she, along with the other Conservative hopefuls, won't have much time to decide whether to enter the race or not. The deadline for entries is only 12 days away. Linda Ward, CBC News, Toronto.